Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Jukes his way for more.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play.
A few on that completion.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on, because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fast motion from the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to...
He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run.
Short. the gun. They'll run it inside. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every first.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Trying to pound it in. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Makes a grab over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the It's complete! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cardinals! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. I don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And stampeding through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Pocket starts to collapse. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
5 tight end. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Caught close to the marker. It's Pope. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Back to throw. It's Spears. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running back goes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep throws.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first.
And he's got it inside the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long way. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's
nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires one high and deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, how's that for being aggressive early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long. And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled them. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is brought down at the 33. And your Ball State Cardinals will take over.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Unleashes one. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Boyd. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come over.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be touchdown Cardinals! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air, it's Spears. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Cardinals get enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ball State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more